I'm not a huge fan of setting expectations as far as where we're going to place in the conference or competing in the NCAA tournament. Our goal, first and foremost, is to play the best soccer we can possibly play every time we step out on the field. And we figure if we can do that, we can compete with anybody in our schedule. And so that's the goal, that's the objective. And we like to keep things pretty tight as far as not looking too far into the future. Our focus right now is our first game, Hamlin University. And, the expectation when we step on the field is to win. And we figure if we can play our best soccer, our style of soccer, our chances of winning are pretty good. Strength of the team. Had you asked me this last year, I probably would have given you a different answer. We got a different look this year, and I think we'll be quite a bit more athletic than we've been in the past. And I think we're a well-balanced team from the back to the top. And we have a strong midfield with some new players coming in there. I think we have the ability to score goals, and I think we're going to defend well. So the strength of the team, I would say, is we're well-balanced in most areas. Top returners, so we have two all-conference players, Ashley O'Connell, who's our center back, and Carolyn Henderson, who's the leading goal scorer in the conference last year. And in addition to them, we have a really strong junior class. Tara Dennehy's coming back and looking very good right now. Ashley Seymour is looking outstanding during our preseason in our scrimmage. Megan Hansen, another junior, looking really good right now. And I would say, those are probably our top returning players who, have put in the time and the energy in the off season to be prepared and are ready right now. I'm real excited with our freshman class. We got a bunch of new players that have really shown a lot of promise early on in our preseason. We have a player from Green Bay Preble, Sammy Matusak, who's just a terror up top and looking really good right now. We have an attacking midfielder, Megan Larson from Appleton East, who's playing extremely well right now. And all these players have been tested in our scrimmage against Winona State, and so they had their first test of collegiate soccer, and they fared very well in that scrimmage. Another one is Leah Paris, who's from Neenah. Has probably going to play a lot of minutes for us early on in our season. And I think those are probably our biggest contributors from our newcomers. In addition to that would be a transfer from St. Cloud State, Caitlin Bullis, who's looking good now too. Well, first we try to play a very difficult non-conference schedule throughout the season, and we feel that prepares us for our conference, and our conference is very difficult from top to bottom. And before we get into our conference, like I said earlier, we open up with Hamlin University, who's probably the most improved team in the MIAC, and did very well last year in returning quite a few players from last year's team. And then we go to Bethel, and then we have first home opener against the College of St. Benedict, who's an NCAA tournament team, very solid. And kind of leading up into our first conference game against La Crosse. Before that, we also go down to Chicago and play Wheaton College, and we go to Concordia Moorhead. So those are some good teams that we're going to face early on in our season before we jump into conference play, and that's the goal. The goal is to be ready for the conference play, and you do that by playing good teams.